Let's go ahead and demonstrate how Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management provides the necessary tools to manage a typical discrete manufacturing scenario. We'll navigate to the navigation pane, Modules, Production Control, Production Orders, and All Production Orders. Discrete manufacturing is defined as the production of distinct finished products such as cars, toys, airplanes, and smartphones. In our demo, we will make a simple car audio system as part of the Contoso data. On this screen, we see all the production orders for the current legal entity. We already have production order P00186 for item D0005, so let's go ahead and take a look. On the production order detail screen, we have a number of tabs that give us relevant information for the production order. In the General tab, we have an overview of what will be produced, the quantity to produce, and the planned finish date, status, and so on. The Setup tab gives us BOM and route information, in other words, what materials this production order will consume and what steps need to be taken as part of the manufacturing process. The References tab provides information on how and why this production order was created. And here we see that the production order came from sales order 00730, and it's a planned order reference. The Update tab gives us current progress metrics of the production order, including scheduling summary information. We'll skip past the Inventory Dimensions and Financial Dimensions tabs. And let's go down to the Warehouse tab, which gives us some information about the release to warehouse process. Okay, let's talk about the different statuses of a production order. These essentially translate into the life cycle of the production order in the system. Under the Process tab, we have all of these statuses laid out. We also have the ability to see a log, and we have the ability to reset the status of the current production order. Let's reset the status for this production order to created. We're currently in the estimated status. And when we click on Reset Status, we have the option to choose from a desired status. We're going to pick Created. We'll hit OK. And now we can see that our status is set back to created. Okay, so this production order is in the created status, which is the initial status of a production order. Let's move it to the estimated status, which will then provide us with material and cost estimation. When we estimate, we have the option to select a profit setting. This setting allows the system to provide a suggested sales price based on a variety of system configurations. Currently, we have it set to standard. We'll leave it and we'll click on OK. Let's run a scheduling job for this production order. This will update the status to scheduled, and the system will have allocated a resource and schedule date based on the selected parameters. In our case, forward from the day, we'll schedule this order to be processed as soon as possible. Now that we have the order scheduled, let's release it. Releasing the order is telling the system that the order is ready for action based on the schedule. It's important to note that many of these steps are typically done through a batch job or many batch jobs. So let's release it. Okay, the order is released. So looking at the order, we see the status is released. The scheduling status is job scheduled, and we can scroll down and see that on the update section when the order was scheduled. To get a visual view of the scheduling, we can take a quick look at the scheduling Gantt chart in the Schedule tab. We'll go to View and Gantt chart. Here we see an overview of the manufacturing jobs by resource. This Gantt chart can also be displayed as an order view. For now, we'll just keep with the resource view. We can see that the job is a simple one task for packing, and the Gantt chart allows for direct manipulation of the task timeline by right-clicking or dragging the bar left to right. We can also customize the view. For example, we can include site, resource group, and so on. Okay, so we know we have some additional production capacity and we don't need to wait for the scheduling. So let's go ahead and manually start the production order. We'll click on Start, leave all the default values, and now our production order is actively being worked on. When things are done, we mark the order report as finished. This is when the order is ready for final action. All work has been done and the quantities reported as finished. Finally, on-hand inventory is updated in the system as part of this process. And to close out the order, the final status is end, which means that final costs have been applied and the item is complete. Our order is no longer active or actionable.